Really, guys, it could be this month. There really are positive changes happening right now. And the markets are responding by saying, hey, we might as well start pumping and putting prices on these. Let's talk about it. First things first, the M2 money supply hits a new high of 21 trillion rubles in the fall. I don't know how this is possible, but I guess it is. It's great that as it goes up, so do markets like stocks and crypto. That's why we want to see this balloon go up again and again. Okay, so when it comes to money growth, I think it happened in 2020 because of the Black Swan event. That's why I say we need 0 XRP if we want Bitcoin to hit $1 million, to $100, 0 cents, and $100,000, 0 cents for Ethereum. We need this to happen 3, 4, or 5 times more. Okay, and something very scary would have to happen for this to happen again, but this time on a bigger scale. Okay, but it looks lovely. Now we're going back up, guys. Do you see how that makes you think that a lot of money will come in? That's odd, because Trump just made the biggest call of all. We now know for sure when this bull run might end. Please pay attention to this and like the movie for today. Now let's go. Justin from up there, the 2 leaders of the United States and China are set to meet this week to talk about trade. Phone. I guess they did, because until August 31, the U.S. will not tax some Chinese goods. Now we know the time frame around the end of summer. The bull run could last until then, but then things could change. Because of this, rates are being held back. Guys, tariffs were taken off a bunch of Chinese goods until August 31st. That's crazy, because tariffs were taken off for the army and then they were put back on. This is how they make the markets work against them. Trump really does have the market on edge right now. No matter what he thinks is right, they make it bigger with just one story: taxes. This is the perfect way for these people to change prices from the outside, like news. The fact that these people are going to support Bitcoin from Jacob King shows that we're not at the top yet. Guys, you know that prices are fully controlled on the inside, but they now have tariff calls in their back pocket. That's all President Trump says. The taxes are making our economy grow very quickly. Maybe booming in the opposite way, right? Don't moon it, but booming. Guys, I'm not serious. And that's not true. There's no doubt that our economy is growing. Prices are slowly starting to rise. Okay, guys, for some reason, Tether has moved 37,000 Bitcoin here. That's crazy talk. 37,000 Bitcoin. A business called 21 Capital bought a move from Tether for almost $4 billion, 0 cents, 0, the day after it went public, and no one bought it. It's becoming clearer that Bitcoin doesn't have a natural market, which is why we need to create more of it. We'll stay there until the end. Long-term bears have no reason to waste their time on this. It doesn't matter. Yes, do you understand? These people can keep putting money into the market because they have a lot of cash on hand. Okay, so Tether is like the Federal Reserve for Bitcoin. The Federal Reserve's Bitcoin market is for people who work in the stock market. Yes, and Tether is the only big buyer. Continuing to believe that the market is not interested in right, guys, this big handoff looks less like an investment and more like a last-ditch effort to get things moving, doesn't it? All right. Cool, huh? It'll be in the news. This will now become part of history. People who say we're going to dump them are really excited. This is because we even have on measures, metrics, and facts back up the idea that things are getting better since we're not yet at the top. How do you feel about the Coinbase app? Yes, you can find out how popular the Coinbase app is in the app shop. One place it's at 47th is the app shop. One place it's at 47th is the iOS app shop. Okay, so in the past, calling it number 1 meant we were almost at the top. That's why this is beautiful. It means we aren't quite there yet. I believe this is the most crazy measure. You don't need to see a chart. This one measurement will show you if we're getting close to the top or not. Bottom doesn't have to be timed right because those are big swings, right? Any crypto guys, this is cool because it shows how crypto apps rank on the App Store. This is where the price of Bitcoin goes up the most. Also, this is the Coinbase app, right? Where are we? We're right here with you guys at 407, right? It's now in the hundreds, but it it doesn't make sense that we're not at the top. We did hit the peak when Bitcoin prices were higher, but I think they should include a Bitcoin price chart to help things along. Also, the fact that we're going back down tells me that retail isn't even here yet. People are losing interest in the crypto markets at the moment, but you should know that Bitcoin is still near its all-time highs. Also, interest rates are going down after hitting their all-time highs. Could it be that a split is about to happen? Guys, is it bullish or bearish? It's very interesting. I don't know. Now that you come back, you'll see that it was about 6 months ago. Okay, from November 24 to December 24, the Coinbase app was the best. Right, that's fine. It was right here. Bitcoin was worth between $95,000, 0 cents, and $110,000, 0 cents at that time. Bitcoin, on the other hand, hit new highs not long after the app rank hit number one. I think the price will go up again because of the slow mood and high price. So I believe the best, if there is one for, if is right, it's not going to happen right now. Why is that? Because a lot of money is moving around this price of 115K. I think Bitcoin will reach this level at some point. Then we'll see if it falls below Bitk's price and into a market with no coins. At that point, coin needs to move below 115K. Let's see how high we can go. If it does get away and goes higher, right now we're in the middle. It could go up or down, but at some point it will decide what to do. That's it. We now know what will happen. If Coinbase's app is close to number one in the iOS App Store, it's pretty much a done deal. If it's not going up and down, however, the top isn't there yet because every day it's not bought a lot of Bitcoin. So that's pretty clear, right? That's because I forgot all about that measure. I must say I didn't notice before. This could be why Michael Saylor wants to buy another 700 Bitcoins worth $75 million, 0 cents. We then see that they are based in Hong Kong. Lowe says that there is now $1, 0 cents, 5 billion worth of Bitcoin in the reserves, right? Or for the reserve that's going on. The SEC says that these people are still putting a lot of money into Bitcoin. I don't know what the price chart looks like from the inside. Right now, it looks good to me. You may remember that we talked about how XRP has a good divergence for Bitcoin. It hasn't been set off for anything. Not yet approved. It's coming together right now. We need to keep 103K still. Okay, what do you call it? We need to hold 103K for a few days so that it can send a signal. If we stay at this level and even pump it, it still hasn't. Early proof is on the way, but we need to hold 103K. I say it again, hold 103K.